Hey everyone!
Everybody. We wanted to, well, Mackie specifically, wanted to share another song with you guys. It's not totally his fault. I mean, I would love for him to keep sharing songs with you guys, so this is another, song for you guys to listen to while
kind of
we're all
locked
stuck at
down
home.
and
Lockdown. It's a reassuring song, one that Mackie wrote
years and years ago. I figured
long time ago.
It's sort of
but it seemed appropriate.
Yeah, it's kind of like a lullaby for this kind of time, and it's about kind of being apart, and you want to sustain sort of all of that stuff. So yeah, a little something might be appropriate, and we thought we'd just throw out there. It's not like we can't have like too much good vibes or any kind of reassurance, so without further ado,
We hope you enjoy the song.
yeah.
And stick around for the book haul, of course.
Stick around for the book haul, and if you like the song, it's on my YouTube channel, and it's going to be on Spotify, so
Yes.
it's totally on Spotify.
So definitely check it out.
If I could, I'd make the day stretch longer so I could spend it all with you. If I could, I would make the stars shine brighter so it isn't all too dark there where you are. And though darkness comes and evening stretches long, I know my heart will always be with you. And though I'm not there, these things can only get better from where they are. Though the journey stretches on, I know how my heart stays strong. We have found this place outside time and space that feels like home, and this is just right where we belong. If I could, I would take the song and wrap it round you just to keep you warm. If I could, I'd hold you till the sky turns lighter, watch the morning break here in my arms. And though we're apart and time just keeps on going, I know your love will keep me in the air. So near or far, I know nothing changes all the good that we've been and are. Though the journey stretches on, I know how my heart stays strong. We have found this place outside time and space that feels like home, and this is just right where we belong. I know it can't be easy, and life can leave you cold. So rest here in my arms now, and I promise I won't let go. I promise I won't let go. So the journey stretches on, I know how my heart stays strong. We have found this place outside time and space where we belong. Being with you just feels like home.
it's time for a book haul.
Yes, it is.
I like how I
Thereabouts.
announced what kind of video it is at the beginning. At least you know what to
That's
expect,
true.
right?
That's what time it is.
And
that's
for
how
the
it
first
goes.
time like ages, I feel like I've actually properly gotten ready for
Well,
this video.
somebody just came off of a really cool
Yeah,
panel.
on the day that we're filming this, I did a panel for API Book Month. It was about Asian food and identity, which was really, really fun.
Apparently got everybody hungry.
Yeah, very much. I'll link it down below so you can watch it too. So if you missed it, definitely check it out.
Yeah.
Anyway, so today's book haul, we actually haven't acquired as many books, partly because...
You know, quarantine and
Yeah, and
saving money and,
that-
you know, the
all of those
economy.
things.
All that stuff.
But we still have some books to show you.
There's a
so
few,
We're
so
going to start
shall
with
we
all
get
of the stuff
started?
we got from the publishers.
Yes.
So first, HarperCollins was kind enough to send me 2 books, or well, a book and an arc. So the first is a finished paperback copy of Hello Universe, which is by Erin Entrada Kelly. As you can see, it has a John Newbery medal, which is a
Ooh, Newbery
thing that my
Award-winning.
mom used to use to pick books out for me to read. This is a middle grade novel. The author is a Filipino, if I'm remembering correctly. It is about these 4 unlikely allies. They sort of come together because of a practical joke that is played on one of them. So I am interested in reading that. And
Fair.
then we have her upcoming book, or I think it might be out already actually by the time you see this. We Dream of Space, which is by Erin Entrada Kelly as well. And these are about 3 siblings. It's basically like a slice of life sort of story
Oh,
about their
nice.
relationship,
Okay.
which I'm also very interested in reading because you guys know I love sibling stories.
Yeah, she
And
is.
I also got a finished copy from Penguin Teen because I partnered with them to do a Instagram campaign for this. Time of Our Lives by Emily Wibberley and Austin Siegeman Broca. These are about 2 teens who are going on a college tour. They just have very different circumstances and outlooks on the results of this college tour, and I'm very interested to see where that goes. I like their first book. I really like their second book, so I'm hoping that I'm really gonna love this 3rd book as well. All right, that's it for now. I did get a bunch of e-galleys, but maybe I'll share those another time.
Alrighty, so in the mail from Harper this time, a lovely piece here called How to Disappear Completely. It is a book by Ali Standish, and it's about a girl who, you know, had a really close relationship with her grandmother, and then her grandmother passes away, and then she gets diagnosed with vitiligo, which is like that thing where your skin starts to lose pigment in places. Now life is like school bullies and doctor's appointments, and just everything sucks, which is really growing up for most of us. And she starts writing like maybe one last time in her journal before she decides to like ditch it and just give up on stuff. But somebody starts writing her back, and she doesn't know who or what it is. I don't know if it's going to be magical realism or not. Either way, this sounds like it's right up my alley, so there.
It does, actually.
There's that. Peachtree has come through for us with a bunch of really awesome stuff. We're going to start with a Pretty Funny for a Girl by Rebecca Elliott. So it's about Hilda Swinton. She's, you know, a really great best friend and, you know, all that kind of stuff. But then she's actually trying to do the best she can growing up and all of that kind of thing. And so she jumps at the chance to ghostwrite some sets for stand-up comedian because she kind of obviously wants to be a stand-up comic. But the dude that she's doing it for is probably not too interested in returning the favor, I want to say. So that's going to be sort of really interesting. So yeah, stand-up comedy, one of my favorites. So once again, right up my alley. Thank you, Peachtree. Sing Like No One's Listening by Anessa Jones. And it's about Nettie Delaney, and she's been accepted to a prestigious performing arts school. You know, the very same school her superstar mother attended.
Okay.
Already, this is my, like,
Sounds
deal.
like your jam right there.
But then she's, you know, not able to sing a single note in public since her mother died. Again, another, like, all these tragic books are coming my way. But this makes sense because, you know, I personally feel like, you know, your song and your singing is connected to just sort of how you feel inside. And if you got to put stuff in the right places there, then you're not able to think. So I am interested. Here's a fun little box that we got, also from Peachtree. This one's a middle grade one, and it's called The Candy Mafia. I mean, you had me at candy. You know, in a city where candy is outlawed, shock. Nettie Faulkner, a 12-year-old private detective itching for her next client, is sort of doing her thing. So when a notorious candy gangster, Eddie Jimenez, struts into her office and asks her to find a missing teddy bear, Nellie is on. And this is like, you know, what is it, middle grade noir? And to literally sweeten the deal, it says "Do not open" like on the little box because they actually put in some candy. Like a ton of candy is in this box, and it's just like sold. Like I love that there's. So they gave us contraband. So that is that from the publishers this month.
So we'll move on to the books we bought.
Yes.
I only have 3. Well, technically I had more if you count some of the ebooks I bought, but that's fine. We're not gonna talk about those. First is a finished copy of a book that I read and loved last month, and that book is The Happy Ever After Playlist by Abbie Jimenez. This is a companion novel to her debut, The Friend Zone, and it is about Sloane. I'm not really gonna say too much about it, except that she ends up randomly finding this dog, and because she can't contact the owner, she sort of takes him in, only to find out 2 weeks later that the reason the owner was uncontactable or out of reach is because he was in some remote place in New Zealand or Australia and had no signal, had no phone. And they strike up this friendship over text and phone calls, and that sort of starts developing into something more. But then she finds out that the person that she has been texting and talking to might actually have a secret that she wasn't expecting, and things kind of go from there. I don't really want to go into much about these characters, but suffice to say, I really, really love this book. I think it was phenomenal, and I definitely think everybody needs to check it out.
Awesome.
And then I have 2 pretty books. These are both for collections that I have already. So the first is The Adventures of Pinocchio, which is illustrated by Mina Lima. As you can see, it has the same sort of like format on the front, and it's by Carlo Collodi. Forgot to say that. This classic is special because, like all Mina Lima edition, it has like special illustrations on the inside. I've never actually read Pinocchio, so that should be an interesting experience. I do love that there's lots of interactive elements to make it more fun, so I definitely will be checking that out. And the last pretty book that I'm going to show is actually a pretty manga, and it's the 4th collector's edition of Card Captor Sakura. We all know that this house loves Card Captor Sakura a lot.
Yes, it does.
This is done by the team over at Clamp, and it's beautiful. It's basically Sakura and her parents on the cover. It's just gorgeous. I think there's only 2 more volumes left before we have the complete collection, and I love it.
Wow,
so I'm very excited.
Because there was a need for book challenge purposes, we now have, courtesy of Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff, the Illuminate Chronicles books 1 and 2 to put side by side with our book 3, Obsidio. And this is Illuminate, this is Jimenez. They are centered on 2 different characters. They are set in successive orders, succeeding order, I don't know. They're in succession of each other, Illuminate being the first one.
Yes.
And it's sci-fi, and it's great. And it involves like artificial intelligences and evil conglomerate corporations that like try to kill people, and the conspiracy to hide all of that stuff so they can make a profit, and the effort to reveal their evil, like dastardly plans and deeds. A series of transcripts, it's a series of video clips that were transcribed, and it's all like you're reading a dossier. And they are all building a case to basically get this, you know, evil corporation like destroyed, or to take them down or something like that. So that's
fun.
Lovely.
All right.
On the digital side, though, the crowning moment of my entire X-Men loving life, and I couldn't wait. Usually, I'd say Marvel Unlimited. I'll just wait for that. Like, it's always every 6 months, but I just couldn't wait anymore. And so I finally bought House of X and Powers of X, leading into Dawn of X volumes 1 to 6.
Okay.
Now, in a nutshell, this is the reboot of the entire X-Men franchise. That is not a reboot, because they basically justified that all of a sudden at this point in time there were several timelines that happened prior, and this is the new timeline, and somebody from all of those timelines said, we're going to do everything differently, and we're going to have the upper hand, and it's going to be different. And it starts with Powers of X and Dawn of X, and then now everything's different. The X-Men have their own island and their own nation, and everyone is friends. Like, just, it's insane how everybody is sort of like together. Now, you'll hear more of my thoughts of that in succeeding what rereads, because I have done everything. Suffice to say that Dawn of X 1 to 6 collects Marauders, it collects X-Men, it collects New Mutants, it collects X-Force, Fallen Angels, and I want to say Excalibur. Yes, Excalibur. How could I forget Excalibur? We'll get into more of that eventually. Those are old familiar titles that they've revived them into this whole new, we're all like, the mutants basically rebranded and said, we're gonna take over the world, guys, and we're gonna play nice about it, but we're definitely gonna win. So that is that. Speaking of wins,
remember when we were like, oh, we're probably gonna get some more Chain of Gold boxes? Like a month or 2 ago, we got some more of the Chain of Gold boxes.
Yeah, we did. So,
actually, we have 2 to share in this video, and we're pretty excited about both of them.
Yeah, full disclosure, right? We don't make a secret of how badly we love Chain of Gold and the Shadowhunters in particular. For those of you who are like, okay, it's this again, feel free to like subscribe and drop off now. If you'd like to see more of that,
we'll show you what's in the boxes as well as the book, so can't wait. We're gonna start with the Fairy Loot one, since that one came first. It's a pretty massive box.
It's look at the size. It's larger than my face. Like, really, that's what this is.
When it came, we were both like, that's a big box.
It's like, what are we gonna do with it, right? So it's got the Fairy Loot kind of logo. So let us unbox and open. What do we have? Let's start with a book bag.
So, got James Herondale right there.
Jamie.
And then the back has a quote that says, "Did you expect fear? Then you do not know my father, you do not know my mother, you do not know my family, or me." Art on this
that got
was
me.
by Tija. I forget. I have to like say her name. I think her name is Tara. So it's pretty padded. It's got a zipper up top. It should fit the book perfectly, which is the point. Love it.
Let's face it, it's people's hearts in this one. Okay.
All right, next thing in the box is
Cordelia.
We actually got a replica of the Mortal Cup.
I know! And we've seen the Mortal Cup from like the Shadowhunters series hidden in a tarot
We're gonna put that
card.
on the shelf, by the way.
Because Jocelyn was smart enough to do that. But
Let's
look at this.
look,
This
it's
is
the
going on
Mortal
the
Cup.
shelf.
Maybe we should unwrap it.
Unwrap it. Look at how
That is the
gorgeous
Mortal
that
Cup.
is. I really, really love it. It literally like has a tiny little kind of like thing, so you can probably drink from it too.
If you wanted to.
Do I?
Do you want to be that extra?
Do we need more drama in our lives? Because that's really like Ithuriel's blood is really just drama. That's all that is. I feel personally.
That's a Fairy Loot exclusive item. What else is in the box?
Thank you, Iron Sisters.
Okay. Ooh. Okay, so I actually got spoiled for this print before I got the box, but it is a print of The Merry Thieves. The artist is Merwild & Co. You've probably seen her art in places, and I just love how she made the boys look. There you go. And then there is a bookmark. It is this beautiful double-sided bookmark. So Cordelia is on one side, and then the other side has a quote as well. It says, "People are only invincible in books."
Right, Cordelia's on
So
one
it's
side.
actually, I actually thought it was paper.
Canon.
I thought it was paper, but it's actually a very thin wooden bookmark.
Oh, hey, that's nice.
And then the art is by Nero Sky. She did the Cordelia side, and then
that's
the quote
gorgeous.
is by Stella's bookish art, the other side. So that's pretty cool. Before we get to the book, there is one more thing. It's going to be a little hard to show, but we have to, take a moment to appreciate it. This is majorly spoilery for Chain of Gold. If you have not read it, you will not know what it means, but it is definitely spoilery.
And besides, the internet has like shipped everything and everyone, so this should be too much of a surprise anyway.
So there is a tapestry in the box, and the art is by Monolime Art, and the art looks like this. I'm gonna stand up so you can see it.
Oh my god, look at that.
It's my babies.
That's just
It's
like,
a very long tapestry too, see?
I know, it's got that thing.
It's like our new favorite thing. It's gorgeous.
It's definitely our new favorite thing.
And now we've come to the grand
The
finale,
pièce de résistance.
which is the book. Mackie's
comes
gonna
in
do the
comes in a
honors.
fairy loop little tote thing, which is always lovely. It has sprayed edges.
Yes, black sprayed edges, and then the
And
sword
look
is on
at
that side.
Cortana right here. And
And then it has this printed hardcover. So gorgeous. It's much like the Waterstones edition. It's printed directly onto the book.
yeah.
So beautiful. It's so stunning. I love it so much.
And of course the
art that comes with
gorgeous
all of
art
the
that comes
first
with all of the
run.
first run.
And I'm pretty sure, is it? Yes, it's got the Cassie Clare stamp there.
Yeah, right there.
And of course the back has the angsty line on it.
Yep. The angsty line, love cuts
Deeper
deeper
than
than
any
any
blade.
blade. Lovely work, Fairy Loot.
We love that box. But that wasn't the only Chain of Gold box
That was
we
not
got.
the only
we
Chain of Gold
actually
box we
got
got.
the Illuma Crate Box.
Which is also massive. Look at the size of this thing. Now, Illuma Crate would not be outdone. Oh no.
Remember how we got a tapestry in the other box? This time we got a blanket.
It's a blankie.
And the blanket has the Mortal Instruments on it.
That's right. That's the mirror, which is, we know it's not a mirror.
The sword.
And then we've got the cup and of course the sword.
It's a pretty decent sized blanket. It's good for like solo sitting, which I think is great. It's like a mini blanket.
Warm
Nice
and
soft.
snug with the 3 artifacts. Alrighty, now here's something that's just absolute fun, right? So this is a T for 1 Chain of Gold exclusive tea set. Who did the blanket? Well, I'm
Okay,
opening this
so
thing?
the blanket, the artwork was by Yoshi Yoshitani, who is an artist that has done a couple of the other blanket designs for Illuma Crate. And this tea set was designed by Chani Nora.
So look
to
at
keep it
this.
safe.
It's got autumn leaves.
It's got the like gates
and it's
of
a
the institute.
gorgeous institute gates wrought in like silvery. I can see myself in this thing.
It's like a very reflective foil.
Yeah.
And then, not only do you get the teacup and the saucer for a proper English tea,
For one.
you also get a teapot. It has a quote that says, "Tea is always an excuse for a clandestine agenda."
And it all just sort of fits together.
It's
and
so beautiful. It's also going on my shelf.
It's, oh my god, I want it so bad.
There's this box that came in, and the piece in it was designed by Fable in Black. We have a sword letter opener, but this is an even cooler sword letter opener because
It's Cortana. It's really just a sort of like a tiny sort of like
letter
replica.
opener. Yeah, well, when Cordelia is holding Cortana, winning combination, always.
That's the only thing she can hold these days. Alrighty.
Okay, there's so much more stuff in this. Okay, quickly gonna show you. There is a limited edition Shadowhunters premium playing card set.
Nice look, sort of gold foil at the back.
Mm-hmm.
And who do I see as the King of Diamonds, Matthew Fairchild, Queen of Diamonds, Cordelia Carstairs?
Sorry.
Alistair Carstairs as the Jack of Diamonds. So a lot of people aren't going to be happy about this.
It is what it is.
I am thrilled. Oh, the Ace of Diamonds is Jem's violin. You've got Christopher Lightwood.
Okay, see, putting Christopher Lightwood on a king card.
So Christopher is King of Clubs. Lucy Herondale is...
Actually...
you know what? Is this the crack ship deck? What is this? Is it Christmas for me?
I mean, this is not something I thought about, but to be
I
fair,
kind of support it. I kind of support, like, Christopher and Lucy. And Thomas is the Jack of Clubs, which makes sense, right? That he Ace of Clubs is
Church.
Of course it's Church. Will Herondale and of course Tessa Gray are Queen King.
Oh, then I can guess who's the Jack.
Gem,
of course.
This is so
If
gorgeous.
you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
And
then the angel is the Clockwork Angel. That is lovely. King of Spades, James Herondale. Queen of Spades, Grace Blackthorne. Aha! Who made these cards? Because statements are being made. The Jack of Spades, Anna Lightwood. I dig that. I totally dig.
I can dig that.
And then the Herondale ring is the Ace. This is the crack ship deck with many controversial choices for kings and queens. I am living for it.
Next thing is a really, really pretty thing that is also going to go on one of our Shadowhunter shelves. It's called a triptych. I don't know how to say that.
And,
it's called the Bridge Through Time triptych, actually. It's by Rosie Thorne's 88, and as you can see, it's our Infernal Devices trio.
And they're gorgeous. And
it's beautiful,
so
and I love it, and I love it so much.
You've got book 2, you've got book 3. And if Tessa didn't pick, I don't get to pick, so that's going on our shelf.
When we saw this the first time we opened the box, gotta say we screamed a little because it's kind of amazing. Let's start with the OG.
Yeah, let's start with the it was just a surprise, right? Because look at that foil kind of background thing.
It's black and white, and then there's the foil.
So this is Tessa with a necklace. You don't see it as well, but the Clockwork Angel is right there. That was the Clockwork Angel, wasn't it? Yes, that is. And we've got, like, you know...
everyone from the Infernal Devices is basically in
so Sophie there with her scars, and then you've of course you've got
Jimenez, Jessamine.
And it's the OG cast, which, by the way, apparently the BBC is picking up.
Side note, I'll be cautiously optimistic.
Exactly, much caution, much optimism.
But other than that, you also get the new gang.
Oh boy,
it's equally beautiful to see them all together.
So Cordelia right here, she's lovely.
And like the other box, Illuma Crate also does like a little
kind of book tote kind of thing.
And they also have a very stunning edition. So they really went for like the autumn-y theme.
Which is ironic because the Fairy Loot box is orange and then the book is in black.
So the Illuma Crate box is in black and the book is well, it's not quite orange,
but it's totally orange sprayed edges.
It is. The back actually has a summary this time. And the front has this pretty foiled Chain of Gold, The Last Hours book 1. Still has the sword print. Still very pretty. It also has the same thing on the inside, basically. But it's so pretty. I wonder what they're going to do for the next one, so I'm sure they're going to come up with
either way, we're going to get them all.
You know what? Just for funsies, you guys can check out our bookish breakdown podcast episode of Chain of Gold. If you've read it, we full on talk about it's just us. We had a lot of feelings.
It's yakking for about an hour and change on just like everything that we love.
We had feelings about.
So yeah, feel free to check that out.
That was basically the most fumbly unboxing ever, but we hope you enjoyed this book haul. If you're interested in reading any of the books, or if you're excited to see that we have acquired some of the books, let us know. Let us know what you guys have been picking up, and we hope you guys are doing well and staying safe. We continue to send good vibes out into the universe for all of you. I'll link to Mackey's at Spotify down below, so you can check that out if you want to hear him sing some more.
A little bit, yeah. Minor hobby, but full of heart. That's how it works.
We'll see you guys next week with another new video. Bye!
Bye.